Hello, Interior Alaska. Time for your local Saturday sports. Ice Dogs playoff hockey coming up in a bit, but first, some running. I was able to see the Beat Beethoven 5K for the first time in person, and I was in for a surprise, and so will you. Check this out. This morning at the Patty Center, over 1,000 people came out to run and walk in the 22nd Beat Beethoven 5K. That's Equinox Marathon Midnight Sun Run kind of numbers, folks. 1,050 people were there, including Beethoven himself. That's a record turnout. The previous record was 948 5 years ago. Throngs of runners of all ages and levels had to finish the 5K before the end of Beethoven's 5th Symphony to receive a free ticket to a Fairbanks Symphony concert. AJ Chirac won the race with a personal best of 16 minutes and 6 seconds. UAF runner Lion Kopsak finished 2 seconds behind him. Kendall Kramer was the first one to finish in 1851. Beethoven came in at the end of his symphony and orchestrated runners to finish strong and beat him at the finish line. He wouldn't have it any other way, even at his age.
First of all, I'm in a new age class this year, 245 years to 249, so I don't think I have much competition. But, trying to hit the pace right on, which I actually did okay this year. Last year I didn't do so well. So it's a lot of pressure, but it's a lot of fun.
I don't run with music, so it's a little different. Usually I just go out on the trails for a couple hours at a time with no music or cell phone or anything. I used to live up here in Fairbanks, so I've run the race probably 3 or 4 times prior to this. I don't know how many people there were those times, but this was by far my fastest time, so maybe all those people played into that.
More local soccer teams had their first games of the season today. This afternoon, out on the FYSA Turf Field pitch, the West Valley Girls, the 2015 state runner-ups, took on the Hutchinson Hawks. The Wolfpack seemed to pick up right where they left off as one of the best teams in the state. Kiara Simpson kept scoring. Last year's leading scorer for the Pack had 3 goals in the first half to lead the Wolfpack to a 3-0 first half. The West Valley defense was stout, not allowing a shot on goal from the Hawks. Simpson finished with 4 goals, and the Wolfpack win their season opener 8-0 over the Hawks. This West Valley team brought back a strong young core group, and they have a lot to prove this season.
We were determined to win, so this is going to be a great season for us. This year we're going to work together more as a team, and we're going to take it to the championship game and win. We have some really strong freshmen this year, and we also have 2 returning players from foreign exchange, and they're also really good, so they're great additions, and this team is even stronger than last year.
On Friday night, the North Pole Patriots soccer team start the year 2-0. They swept Palmer. Judith Hepburn scored twice and a 4-1 win for the North Pole girls over the Palmer Moose. Sierra Denny had a goal and an assist, and Lindsay Damwell had 2 helpers in the win. Taylor DeAngelis, he got his 2nd shutout of the year and a 2-0 win for the North Pole boys. Liam Putnam scored the game-winning goal, and Igor O'Rear had a goal and an assist. Colony pounced on Lathrop for a 6-1 win in both games for the sweep. Kayla Triplehorn scored for the girls squad, while Henrique Lantaray had the lone goal for the Lathrop boys team. The Fairbanks Ice Dogs start the playoffs last night against the Coulee Region Chill, but after this game, the home team wants a restart. Here's more. It's officially playoff time. Friday night is the start of the Fairbanks Ice Dogs' quest for a Robertson Cup. The Ice Dogs' first playoff opponent, the Chill out of Coulee Region. In the first period of Game 1 of this Midwest Division semifinal, the Ice Dogs found the back of the net first. Logan Coombs, with the shifty skating, finds Jacob Stridesberg, who puts it home at the 12:05 mark for the first score of the playoffs for the Ice Dogs. Coulee Region, they responded quickly. Less than a minute later, they scored twice. Larry Youngworth shows he's ready to play. His nasty goal ties the game, and shortly after, Shane Kozmeski sneaks one past Gavin Nato for the power play and go-ahead goal. 2-1 Coulee at the end of the first period. After a week off, Fairbanks may have been a bit rusty because the Chill looked to be in prime condition as they tack on 2 more goals to bookend their second period. Nico Luca at the 14:04 mark, and then Alex Falconer swoops in with 2:07 left to give Coulee Region a 4-1 lead. Fairbanks had chances on the power play and had some good looks at the net, but Minnesota State commit Matiska Levininius finished with 24 saves and didn't allow any more goals. It's not a series until someone wins a road game, and the Chill do that in Game 1 with a 6-1 victory, ending the Ice Dogs' 6-game win streak coming into the series.
Well, I mean, we just came out hard. We played our game and finished hits, got pucks to the net, and then they went in. And the ones that didn't, we got the rebound and buried those. I mean, we just had to hold on 60 full minutes and played well. Yeah, we love playing in this building. We have great fans. I mean, obviously they're booing us because it's not our fans, but we use that as our motivation too, and it worked. So.
In my 5 years here, that's easily the most embarrassing loss that we've ever been a part of, or I've been a part of with the organization, and I kind of admired Cooley Region because they worked us start to finish. It was as simple as that, and we really didn't have the answer. The leadership has to step up in the room, and starting with me too, we need to do some things a little differently, maybe X's and O's wise. But if we don't get the effort that we need, then it's not really going to matter. So it starts with that.
Now Game 2 becomes a virtual must-win for the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. Because of the loss in Game 1, the Ice Dogs will host Game 3 of this best-of-5 series this Sunday at 5 o'clock at the Big Dipper. So Game 3 Sunday, 5 o'clock at the Dipper. But that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for watching. Your full weather forecast with Katie Looper is coming up next after this break, and we'll catch you next weekend.